Hello guys, Stabs here again and welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm so excited to be sharing another video with you. And in this video I want to just do a very quick tutorial around Neve WordPress theme. And on my screen here I just sort of did a very fast search on fast WordPress theme, and I was checking through almost all the top listings in the first 10, and I realized that Neve WordPress theme is one theme that's been consistent with speed, and I've quite did a lot of review around themes that are ranking actually in 2020 and even 2019, and I realized that Neve theme has been one theme that have stood out amongst a lot of other themes. The amazing thing about this theme is that it's a theme you can get started with using for free, and also eventually you may want to go for something paid. And if we check 10 fastest free WordPress themes here for 2019 that's been tested with WP Rocket, and GeneratePress definitely is number one, and everybody knows this theme for speed. But again, you know that you have to pay to have this kind of theme. Also Astra, I've did lots of tutorials around Astra and I'll still be doing more. Astra is a very good theme that's known for speed. Ocean WP as well, I'll also be sharing more videos around Ocean WP. Neve Theme 2 as well is here, and if I keep checking all the reviews I have here, I would definitely keep still finding Neve. And again, if you do some more contemporary research right now, Neve just would come out number one or number two at the barest minimum. So I want to show you exactly how to use this, and you can see here Neve again is still here. So how you can get started using Neve, and I think I like this review here because it sort of show you page speed well tested. So you can see GeneratePress here, you can see after installing, you can see that the page score is 99, the Y slow score is 94, and this theme loads in 0.9 seconds. That's crazy. And for Neve theme, you would see that Neve load at 0.6 seconds with just 7 requests and 29.9 kilobytes. That's crazy. This is a theme you should check out. Nobody wants to have a very boring theme right now. Nobody wants to have a theme that your visitors would leave before it loads. Google hates slow websites, so you cannot afford to have a WordPress website that would not load with the speed of the light. Okay, so I want to be showing you in this video how to get started with Neve WordPress theme. So this is definitely the default WordPress theme. So I'll come back to the back end of this theme and I'll be coming to appearance and themes as usual. So I'll be adding a new theme. Definitely I'll be searching for Neve. Okay, we got Neve here, so let's install Neve. So I've got Neve installed, and upon installations, and you will see a congratulations notification here. Neve is now installed and ready to use. But one of the things you have to notice here again is that you have site library, so you can try one of their ready to use starter sites, and that's the fantastic thing about Neve. So let's try this out. But in the meantime, let's refresh to see what the default look would be. Kind of pretty cool, right? And it's not a theme known for a lot of JavaScript or CSS that will keep a lot of requests on your WordPress, and that would definitely slow down your WordPress. So it's kind of simple and neat. And today I tell people that having a very simple website is the best. And once you come to your pre-built website, you will be able to see lots and lots of pre-built websites here that you can easily import and get started with. However, a lot of them are pro, but not all of them are free, so you have to note that. So starting from here, you see that these are premium, and all of these downwards are premium themes. And but again, you have a whole chunk of free themes here. Like you could see, all of these are free that you can use and you can get started with immediately to design yourself an amazing website. So I don't see anything stopping you from using this. And again, another fantastic feature with Neve Theme is that you can choose your desired page builder, and you can see that this theme itself is friendly with Elementor. You can use Breezy if you're familiar with Breezy, and you can also use Beaver Builder, Tribe Architect, DV Builder, and even default WordPress Gutenberg. And I think this is fantastic. This is amazing, and it's something you have to get yourself very acquainted with. So I think, but for the sake of this tutorial, I would leave it with Elementor. Elementor sort of give me that thrill. I have used almost all the page builders here. Elementor still seem to stand out for me. Okay, to just continue from there, let's see one of the themes we can install here. We can go down and search for whatever theme we feel will be good. I don't know what theme to install. Okay, but maybe I should try this doctor, Neve Medical Center. You could, upon hovering around your demo, you can preview and you can import. So you can easily just do a preview for you to see exactly what the theme will look like before you install. So this is exactly what we are going to be installing if we use this theme. Yeah, so let's install this theme and let's check it out. Right, the amazing thing again is that you can still go around, you can go around and check all the pages for you to see exactly what the pages look like. Just peruse the theme for you to have a feel of what you want, and then you come down here and hit the import button, and you will get a notification pop up like this. And one thing you should do is that you should take a backup of your website. If you have database and files already on your website before trying to import this theme, please do a backup of your website. If you do not know how to do a complete backup of your website, you will see a link on the screen or in the description below for you to do a full backup of your website. Just in case you don't want to mess around with your files and your database, you may just want to restore your site back. So please make sure you do that. Trying to import this will import both the content, the customizers, the widgets, and even Elementor plugin itself, and also a plugin called Orbit, which is fantastic. They gives us additional features, some additional landing pages, and some other features for us to use design our website, which I think is cool. So let's import immediately. Okay, so fantastic. Installation is done. Content was successfully imported. Enjoy your new site. And three things we can do immediately this is done. We can just choose to add our own content. We can just continue editing the website. The second thing would be that we can view the website. And the third thing we can do is that we can go back to our site library. But since we have a home page opened here, I just want to have a preview. This is what we have here. Within one or two click of a button, we have this beautiful website here, 100% customizable for our use, and above all, you have a very fast WordPress theme, and that's pretty cool. So now that we have this theme installed, you can edit a lot of things here. You can change so many things here. You can bring in new things from new places and do a lot of stuff here using Elementor. So let's try to edit this page with Elementor. And Elementor is just a live page builder that you want to get yourself very acquainted with, because it gives you access to do a whole lot of stuff. So if you come down here, you would see that upon clicking all of these things, it's something you can easily edit. So you can come here, you can put whatever you want to put here, you can change this to whatever you want to change it to. You can edit practically everything here. Change the images here. For example, you can just click here, you will have the option to choose other images, select images from your library if you have images already installed on your WordPress. So you can just go down here, install new images, and you can edit everything entirely. There's practically nothing you cannot edit, and that's the beauty. So here you name, email, in case you want to add phone number or example, you can just come here and type in phone number here, and then whatever you want it to be, you can do that, and you can make it required in case it is compulsory for the person to fill that. So you can make all those changes to your theme. It's that simple and easy. So for example, let's open the contact page in a new tab. Maybe for you this is just kind of boring, right? You don't like what you see here. You just want something a little bit cool, and instead of using this you want to use what we have on the contact form, and I think yes, we can do that. So what we're going to be doing is that we're going to, one thing you note is that once you click any element or section like this, you see, so you can either delete it, you can either edit it, or you can either add another element or add another section above, and we can just easily click that. And once you click that, you will get notification here for Element. And another awesome thing I need you to know about Elementor is that Elementor comes with some pre-made templates that you can even use further for you to design your website. So for example, you can come to their template, and under the template you see lots of free templates that you can easily import into your website. However, there's a lot of elements here, a lot of templates here are pro, so you won't be able to use them except you have a pro Elementor plugin installed on your website. Then you'll be able to use every of them. I think I'll be doing a video around Elementor Pro very soon, showing you step by step how to design a complete website with Elementor, even without using any WordPress theme at all. So that will be fantastic. For the free ones, you can just click here, insert. However, Elementor now requires that you have a free account for you to be able to use their free template. So all you have to do before you insert this is for you to create a free template. For you to create a free account using your email and the password. That will be necessary. So you have to click the get started button here, and you'll be able to connect your template library with your email. So note that for Elementor, so you can choose to explore their free template for you to design your website more, add more features, and you can also check their blog sections. They also have free elements there, and also some pro for you to be able to use to add more flair and feel around your website. So you have a lot of stuff here you can just come around and just play around with and install them. Definitely, if you want to use the free ones, you know what to do. Create a free account, and if you want to do the pro, you have to buy the pro version of the plugin. So these are the things you can do around with Elementor, and that's the reason why I just sort of prefer to use Elementor, instead of any other page builder as at today. That might change tomorrow as I interact with more of them. So what we can do right now in our contact session is that we can come down to this, and we can just come down to this, and we can right click it if you want to, and then copy, and we can come down here and just right click here and paste. So you can see that we have this contact page here already. So what happens if we want to bring the whole section here? We can come down here and just do the section one and click copy. Now you realize that when I copied this form alone, so we can copy the whole section here and still come back here, and maybe we can delete this. Let's add a new one, and then we can right click this and paste. Now we should be able to have the full session imported here. So you can see we have the session imported here. So this is how you can move around all the elements. You can play around, rearrange, reinstall, bring in new stuff, do new things. And if you come down Elementor here, so you'll see these are the basic elements for you to use, which are free for you to use in Elementor, and these ones here are the pro, and trust me, they are awesome features. These are our general ones everybody else will use. And you see that Orbit Fox add-on, the plugin I told you earlier, has been able to give us new elements that we can walk around with here, and which is something I think is cool. So your post type grid, you can bring it if you have services. So for example, let's click this and let's just try to add new, and let's maybe make it full. And once we do that, let's come back here to Orbit. So let's drag this service. So you can see that we have services that we have listed already pop in here. So you can add new services, you can play around with it, you can go around the styles for you to increase the spacing, the content. You can edit the content. Maybe you want the description, you can change colors. You can maybe click on the grid section as well for you to maybe increase the margin, the rows, and all of that. So this is something that is fantastic, and Neve Theme is a theme you should check out. I think I like them, and I love the fact that it's customized for speed. And again, if you want to change anything around the header here or the footer here, and an amazing feature that I love about this theme is that you can change the credit. Because it's free doesn't mean that you have to leave the Neve credit here. And if you want to do all of the settings around the heading or the footer here, and once you are done with Elementor, all you have to do is you have to make sure that you click the update button so that it saves, and then you can now view the page that you have just really edited. So for you to view the page, you can just click the icon here and come down here to view page, and the page that we just edited should be in front of us. If you want to change the header footer of Neve Theme, you would have to come to the customize section. And again, if you want to change your blog page and do all the normal WordPress settings, you have to come to the customize section. All right, and here you would see that the first thing you see bopping on our face is that we should view the pro features. That's where we have the basic difference between the Neve free and also the Neve Pro. However, a little bit limited with the free, and I think with what you have with free is good enough for free. You can come down to your layout, you can change the layout, the content, the sidebars. If you want to have a sidebar maybe by the right or by the left, your content width, this is 100%, is full screen. You can choose to change it and give some space, some padding or some margin at the right and at the left for the width. So you can play around with all these. You can come down to your single post, and that's for your blog. You can choose to have a sidebar for it. You can choose the content width. If you want the content itself to be 70 and the widget 30, you can do that. You can choose the width to like 60. You have all these customizations here. They are lovely. And for other pages on the website, how do you want the theme to lay out? Do you want it to be completely full, or you want to have sidebars as well? You can do all the customization here. And for your blog and your archive pages, you can choose how you want your blog post to your grid, your blog archive page to load. If you come to your blog, definitely you would see that what we have here is what we still have here. So you can choose, you can play around with it, you can choose this layout, or maybe do the next one depending on what feel you get and depending on the theme that you're using. The demo you are using will go a long way showing you, bringing out the beauty of the different layout in that sense. So you can choose to change the accept length from maybe 25 words to maybe 30 words, and you may just choose to get rid of it completely. Post pagination, you can choose it to be numbers, or you have infinite scroll if you want that. And here right now you can see the meta order. What we have here is just the author and the comment, and you can see author is by admin and comment is too. You can make category visible, and you can still make the date visible for people to see depending on what you want. You can rearrange them if you want to. You can bring the date first and maybe make it second or third or fourth depending, and you see that everything there will populate on the live blog. And you can choose to switch on the auto avatar if you want. If you have an avatar maybe with Gravely, and you can see admin here, I don't have any avatar on this test WordPress site. So if you have one, you can choose to do that if you want that, but all these things will definitely reduce the speed of your website, so I'm not really advising that you do that. Well, if you want to do this, you may want to check my website speed tutorial. There will be a link up there where you can use a simple plugin to catch all of these things for better speed. So check that out. You can still come down here and go to your single post. How do you want your single post to show? So let me click one of the posts here so that we see how we can work around that. So definitely you see this has a right hand sidebar. Okay, there's supposed to be a thumbnail here, but there are no pictures attached to this. So if there was, it should have been showing beneath this. And you can choose to bring the thumbnail first. You want the picture first before the title. Whatever you want is okay. And if you come down here, you'll see that the next thing after the title and meta is your content, and that's everything here. And the next thing is the tags, so you can see the tags here, and also the comment section. You can choose to use a post navigation if you want to. Perhaps you want to bring the post navigation a little above the comment section such that people can read other posts before commenting. So you can see that people can just go to the next post or go to the previous post in that sense. Fantastic stuff. Fantastic. So this is just for the layers alone. You can still come down here and come to the header and then make some changes to the header. How do you want your logo to pop out on your home page or your services page, or generally all the pages as the case would be? Here you can change your logo, you can change your header color, you can change your menu in case you have more than one menu on your WordPress. You can add different menu to different pages. Those are things you can do. I will also possibly do a tutorial around that in case you have any challenge with creating different menus. So for us to change our logo, we can just come down here to the logo section, and you see the logo we have here is already here. You can just remove this and then change the logo depending on how you want it to display. If you want it to display this, you can work with the fields that you have here. You can just play around it and just do something different. Yeah, so you can see we have WordPress mastery, and then we have the logo. So you have your title and tagline, or title alone and then the logo, depending on how you want it to be. I just want the logo alone. You can do that, and that's for the logo. And you can still work around the layout of the logo and also the styles. You want it to align to the left, you can make it I can align to the center or to the right, and depending on how you want it. And you can come down here and you would see that the header has been aligned into three. We have the button, we have the menu, and we have the logo. So if, for example, if you don't even want this, you can just come down here and delete the button away. And you can also delete your menu if you don't want it. You can rearrange it however you want it to be. Maybe you want the logo to be at the center, you want the menu to be here. Something you can do. So you see what we have here. So this right now, you mean if you want to keep this here, definitely you will align it to, you change the alignment, and it's something you want to take to the right. You can see that. And for the logo, you can just align the logo to the center. We can edit still, and here you can change the link where you want this appointment. You can create an appointment page, and you can change the wordings from book an appointment to possibly hire me or talk to us or whatever. Then you put the link of the page you want to link it to here, definitely. So you can change the style and change the background, change the text, maybe give it another color if you want to. So that's exactly how to edit your header. And you can come back here and also edit your footer content. You can change your copyright. So this is the default copyright here. You may want to do an HTML link if you are designing a website for your client and you want to link that to your website. You can do that, or maybe to your WordPress hosting affiliate link. You can put that there. Whatever you can do, you can just change this to designed by or copyright by your company name and just put that, and that will reflect at the footer of the website. So you can change that from Neve powered by WordPress to whatever you want to do that with. So you can also change the color of your footer to whatever color you want it to reflect, doing that here. So, and that's everything you need to go to the typography and change the font. You can choose whichever font you want to. You can also maybe change the background color. You can change the link color and the text color from here as well. And Neve Theme is just theme that's very easy to use and highly customizable. I find this theme very I find this theme very amazing, and I just love every bit of it. So you can go to your buttons, all the buttons you'll be using, creating by default on the page. You can just change the color, and that's some good level of customization. And also for your widget area, you can go to your sidebar and just rearrange your sidebar and add new element here, and you can do that directly. Also adding widget at the WordPress widget section as well. So your home page settings, you can change your home page and also your blog page to whatever pages you have on your WordPress. So we'll leave it as default as it can be. And once you are doing all the settings around here, you hit the publish button, and once you do that, you have your settings saved. And that's pretty much how you can customize the Neve theme. Use it as much as possible as you want to. Finally, before I go, you will see this plugin, the Hobbit Fox, that we installed earlier. You can still check it out because you can still find some things you might want to use from there. It's a fantastic plugin as well. So you see that from here you can monitor your uptime, which is very good. You can integrate your Google Analytics. You can use a Gutenberg block. I think I did say that. And your social sharing module, you can activate it so that you have social shares on your website. You can maybe do Twitter, do Google Plus do not exist anymore. You can do WhatsApp if you want. You can do email if you want. Your Tumblr, your LinkedIn, as much as possible as you want to do, you can do that. And you can also choose to show them on mobile or not show them on mobile or desktop, depending on what you feel. You may want to show the name. Maybe you want the name Facebook and Twitter. You can choose to do that here as well. So you can also activate your policy notes. You want people to know that you take cookies and all of that on your website. You can do that as well. A lot of things you can do here, and I think it's amazing. So apart from having a WordPress theme designed for speed, you must be very careful about the plugins you are installing on your WordPress website, because they play a vital role in your WordPress speed. So there are some recommended plugins here that we have from Neve Theme. Well, I don't know why I'm not seeing those recommended plugins here. Maybe this is a bug with the newly installed version. I don't know, and perhaps it's maybe my network, my internet is not popping. That's possible. So regardless, watch out for the plugins you're installing, and that's the important message I really want you to know. And if you are done installing your WordPress website, step by step, stage by stage, make sure that you use a tool like Pingdom, or you use a tool like gtmetrics.com for you to check your website speed and make sure that your website is loading well. And if your WordPress website is not loading well despite using this theme, check to disable plugins one after the other to check out which plugin might be influencing the speed of your WordPress website. And also, you may want to install WordPress caching themes and plugins. You check the tutorial you see on your screen right now for you to be able to optimize your website for speed accordingly. WP is my #1 plugin as far as optimizing our WordPress website for speed is about. So you want to check that out. And I'm telling you, if you do this well, you can have your website loading in 1 second or even less, regardless of the shared hosting you're using. You can have a website that fast. Thank you very much. I would be continuing this tutorial showing you how you can use Elementor, Elementor, and also showing you some of the pro features on Neve Theme in my next video. Check out for that video. I'll show you exactly how you can do some little magic here and there that can bring that spark to your WordPress website. I'll see you in that video, and bye for now.